we need to understand the contract specifications. Let's say, for example, if I'm going to buy a mobile phone, so what we think, the first thing we'll check is the product specifications. So the similar manner, so here we are trying to understand about the contract specifications. So whatever we see, so what is the contract specifications? So the first thing is, what is the product which you are planning to buy, the underlying asset. 2, the lot size, so the quantity which you are planning to buy. 3, basically like the expiry date. And once you decide everything, so now the price will be determined, so the future price. And the fifth one is, obviously it is going to be the advance amount which we make, and this is called as initial margin. So now all these things are going to be the basic elements of contract specifications. Now as far as the currency is concerned, let's look at currency in detail, currency futures in detail, and then similarly we'll also look at commodity futures in detail about how we are going to use it for various purposes. As we discussed, so maybe if I look at the screen, if I go to nseindia.com, I'll show you live. When I say live, it is going to be the yesterday's price. So here you can go for the market data. So in the market data, so obviously when you have a trading account, you can also access to the markets. But here, when you are not having the market, or when the market is on holiday, so we can go for NSE India website, and you can go for derivatives data. So here we have the entire segment of currency derivatives. So similarly, commodity derivatives. So once you choose currency derivatives, now we need to see what type of currency we are planning to buy. So that there are two major segments. So when I say currency, the two major segments are, one is the INR contracts, the other one is cross currency contracts. Let's look at the INR contracts first for the all purposes. Then we simultaneously we look at the cross currency contracts. So as we all know, the INR contracts, we have 4 currency pairs, as we discussed yesterday: USD INR, Euro INR, GBP INR, and JPY INR. And as far as so the first thing is the underlying asset. Second, the lot size. For all the 3 except JPY INR, the lot size is going to be 1000 quantity. For JPY INR alone, it is going to be 1 lakh. And expiry date, it is going to be 2 days prior to the last working day of the month. And the initial margin, which is being decided by the exchange based on the value at risk as well as span margin. Now, the one thing which we need to decide is about the future price, and the rest except the future price and the remaining all 4 specifications of the contract will be decided by the exchange. And that's how it is. And this is going to be decided by the exchange. And what the price is being decided by the market. And this is going to be decided by the market. And what you and me can do is, either I can plan to buy not the underlying asset, plan to buy futures, or planning to buy sell futures. And this is what we are trying to do it. And what, so when I say we are trying to buy futures, we agree to buy the underlying asset on the expiry date. When I'm trying to sell futures, I agree to sell the underlying assets on the future date, and that's what we are doing. Okay, and that's the major thing which we need to remember.